चाओ चाओ दोस्तों, ये वीडियो मुझे बनाना नहीं था, लेकिन मैंने सोचा लेट मी मेक दिस वीडियो सो दैट अगर और कोई मेरे जैसा है पैशनेट अबाउट फुटबॉल, पैशनेट अबाउट बिकमिंग अ कोच, शायद ये वीडियो काम आए। इन दिस वीडियो आई एम गोइंग टू डॉक्यूमेंट एंड टेल यू अबाउट माय जर्नी इन इंडियन फुटबॉल। एंड इस वीडियो से मुझे कोई सिंपैथी नहीं चाहिए, मुझे कोई शाबाशी नहीं चाहिए, कोई लाइक्स, कोई व्यूज, कुछ नहीं चाहिए। जस्ट वांट टू शेयर अ हार्टफेल्ट स्टोरी, my story and what all unfurled when I was following my passion of doing something in football. तो चलिए कहानी शुरू करते हैं। Growing up, I wasn't the best footballer ever. I wasn't the best athlete, but I always thought कि I knew the game over here. जो cerebral game है, जो दिमाग वाला गेम है, which is why I was drawn to Football Manager since a very very young age. Probably one of the best games that I've ever played. I still do from time to time. मजा आता है। And I got to learn about coaching. So I thought कि चलो player नहीं बन सकता हूँ, can I become a coach? In fact, when I was 18, 19, when I was asked somewhere कि what do you want to become? I was like, I want to become the head coach of the Indian football team. This is in the year 2007, 2008. Khair, you know, young kid, teenager, lot of dreams and aspirations. But वो जो thought था had always stayed with me कि Indian football में कुछ तो करना है। बहुत साल बीत गए, life आ गई, corporate job आ गया, responsibilities आ गई। But मेरे life में एक ऐसा मौका आया जहाँ पे I got so bugged by the corporate life that I wanted a fresh start somewhere. So I was like, now is the time to probably answer a higher calling and follow my passion. तो जहन में आया कि एक फुटबॉल एकेडमी शुरू करना है। फास्ट फॉरवर्ड टू 2018 is when I decided कि चलो this is the time, it's now or never, this is the time I'm going to start a football academy. But how do I do that? I thought कि चलो मैं सबसे पहले एक कोर्स करूंगा, D license coach, कोचिंग सर्टिफिकेट जो है। Let me try to think like a coach, let me try to understand what goes behind in making, you know, a great coach. And उसके बाद में I thought कि चलो इसके बाद में हम शुरुआत करेंगे। I went online to the FIFA, Western India Football Association website, got myself registered, took a train pass, went 5 days to Cooperage. सुबह को I think 6 बजे का ट्रेन, 5:45, 5:50 का ट्रेन था गोरेगांव से टू चर्च गेट, और वहां से चल के I used to walk about a kilometer and go to Cooperage. First day when I went there, I saw so many young people. I was like, यार मैं बूढ़ा क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे comparatively. And I was in between a career crossroads, in my corporate life. So I was like, what the hell am I doing here? I was completely out of touch. Hadn't played football for a while. तो fitness wise उतना सही नहीं था। एक अजीब सा फीलिंग आया था कि क्या मैं इस जगह पे कुछ कर पाऊंगा। और दूसरे इसमें I was like, यार फुटबॉल कोचिंग ही तो है, मुझे सब पता है। I know everything that there is about coaching, about tactics, about formations, about changing things in a game, ये सब। I was like, यार ये तो बहुत ही आसान है। It was very tough because you're not going to start at the A level, right? You're going to start from the bottom and then go up. But the bottom is extremely difficult. You're coaching kids, 8, 9, 10 year, 11, 12 year olds. And that's the curriculum that they teach you at, the D license level. From D, you go to C, C to B and A. So D license में पहले दिन में ही मतलब समझ गया कि भाई this is not going to be easy. I think the thinking was always there, but the execution and the practicality of things made it very difficult. Theory was very simple. Theoretically, I knew everything. I was like, ठीक है, जब भी लोग पढ़ा रहे थे हम लोगों के ये principles I know, but to apply it in real life was something really, really amazing. For example, I can share with you एक session कैसे बनाना है। अगर session का focus है defending, so you start a warm up, which is, say a small game, जहाँ पे आपके movements mimic a defending action. हमारे समय में जब हम फुटबॉल खेलते थे तो वार्म अप वाज लाइक 4 राउंड भागो ग्राउंड का एंड जंपिंग जैक करो और ये सब करो, एंड दैट्स द वार्म अप। यहाँ पे वार्म अप आल्सो वाज फन बिकॉज़ यू आर टीचिंग किड्स एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, दे कांट गो थ्रू द मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइजेस फ्रॉम डे 1. सो बहुत थॉट था इस प्रोसेस में, राइट? तो एग्जाम्पल, एक कोन डाला, उसके ऊपर एक बिब डाला एंड यू हैव टू टेक द बिब एंड द अदर वन हैज टू डिफेंड इट. सो डिफेंडिंग का प्रिंसिपल था, right? Then you had a couple of drills, couple of 1v1s followed by a small sided game जहाँ पे हम focus करते हैं on the principle of defending. And the best part is if someone makes a mistake, you have to stop the game and ask, not tell कि आपने ये गलती की है. Stop and ask the kid कि what do you think went wrong, and then impart the wisdom that you have. So it's a very, I would say, interactive way of learning. And I was amazed. I'm like, bhai, this is football coaching. Football coaching at grassroots, the modern way, is absolutely brilliant. There's a lot of science. There's been a lot of research that's gone on, into creating these courses. And I loved it. Those 5 days were probably the best days of my life. Very hard, very intense, but at the end of the day, there was a lot of satisfaction. In between, I remember Roma also played Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League, and Edin Dzeko scored the goal that got Roma through, and eventually Roma played Barcelona in the next round, and what happened there. But that also fell during that week. 5-day intense D-license coaching at FIFA Cooperage, Mumbai. So a few weeks down the road, I'd finally got my badge. I was a certified D-license coach. I still am, by the way. Still have the D-license. So I am a coach. अभी next पढ़ाओ. अब क्या करें? Remember football academy शुरू करना था, but उसका F भी नहीं पता था. उसका academy का A भी नहीं पता था क्या करना है. Luckily, I made a good friend and he became my head coach of the academy. He and I went to all football academies in Mumbai. We studied it from outside. We tried to get some information on, how things work. Did a lot of research online. Spoke to a lot of people. Networked. Uske baad mein, he was there with me since day one. I don't think so he would want to be named, but I would still say it because he is Coach Legala, and he and I started Forza India Academy. Forza, obviously, because of my Italian football connection, and the colors are also there. But we started Forza India Academy in the summer of 2018. April 30th was the first day that we had coaching in one of our centers here at Malad West. And we had about 6 to 7 kids who attended. But yeah, the path had been laid and we had started football coaching. जो मैंने सपना देखा था of running a football academy finally came into fruition. It became a reality. And the academy began with about 5 kids, like I mentioned. And towards May end, June first week, we had about 15 people. Then came the real challenge of expansion and scaling. जून में मुंबई में बरसात का मौसम आ जाता है. बरसात माने it rains very heavily. So in the first monsoon, we did not know how to prepare for things. बारिश तो आती थी, turf लगभग, I mean, it used to be okay. The days where it used to rain very heavily, fair enough. But अगर हल्का सा गीला भी हो तो टर्फ में कोई इशू नहीं आता था. बट बच्चे नहीं आते थे क्योंकि ट्रैफिक, क्योंकि बारिश, कोल्ड कॉफ. जनरली पेरेंट्स आजकल के जो पेरेंट्स है, they prefer not to let their child get infected by whatever comes along in the monsoon. So in monsoon of 2018, I saw a huge decline in admission numbers, and I was scared because I'm like, bhai, I'm just losing money right now. But that was a learning, because बारिश के मौसम में मुंबई में टर्फ में बच्चे लोग फुटबॉल नहीं खेलते. ग्राउंड में हम लोग मतलब जो बड़े हो जाते हैं हम लोग मिट्टी में खेलते हैं वगैरह वगैरह. बट फुटबॉल कोचिंग doesn't really work, and that's something that Conscient, which is the football club Barcelona, FCB जो स्कूल था, अब शायद रियल मैड्रिड का बैच में खेल रहा है. So FCB in their curriculum had no football coaching during the monsoon. So June to September they were closed. They would only operate for like 8 months in a year, 8 to 9 months in a year, and that is a fantastic learning. If you're a new football academy, or if you're thinking of starting a football academy anywhere in India, because जो monsoon का समय आता है, not for anything else, you only see a sharp decline in the amount of kids that come. And hey, end of the day, you are also doing it to make some money. अगर आप NGO charity कर रहे हो, well and good. But I was in it with a view to generate income, because I had one coach with me already, Legala. Then I had someone who had assisted me to get admissions. उसका भी पैसा था. Then slowly we got another coach. तो भाई ये सब खर्चे के लिए you need revenue, right? And revenue means you need more admissions. That's the only way that you make revenue in this football academy business. The more kids you have, the more numbers that you have, is the more revenue that you generate. Nevertheless, by 2019, a year into the project, we were up to 2 centers, Malad में, Andheri West में, and a total of about 50 to 60 kids, and life was amazing. 2019 was probably the best year because the scale that we got was mind blowing, absolutely mind blowing. I had 6 coaches, sorry. Some with me full time, some with me on a contract basis. कि per session का इतना उन लोग cost लेंगे. 6 coaches, 3 centers, Malad West, Goregaon West, Andheri West. We also had an Andheri East branch, but that didn't work for a long time. I was also trying for Bandra, but again, that did not fulfill into reality. But 6 coaches, we had someone for social media, a couple of guys doing sales, in the sense calling up parents, calling up leads. I had registered with Just Dial से बहुत सारे leads मिले मुझे. Done Facebook campaigns, digital marketing, social media marketing, everything was there. 2019 was the best year for the football academy because जो scaling हुआ, 3 centers, over 120 kids, itna staff, almost 8 to 9 people on a payroll, and things were looking rosy. We were looking to become the next big thing. We collaborated with Community Football Club of India, CFCI. I had gone to Delhi along with Vinay Dhareshwar, who looked after the social media, digital marketing. We networked, we went to AIFF, got some accreditations, met Anju, who was the grassroots development head. I had a very good rapport with Mr. Dinesh Nair, who's the grassroots development head at Mumbai City FC. We did workshops with Mumbai City FC. We did several workshops with several outlets. Also, we did a workshop with Grit, who are into sports psychology, Nicole Menezes. हमारा under 16 team था. हम लोग ने MDFA में team डाला. Everything was looking good. We had a nice pathway. If you're a 17, 18-year-old, we had a pathway with CFCI. So more or less, things were, in an absolute state of perfection. Manifestation into reality. आप believe नहीं करोगे, मेरे पास में एक कोच था फेला मिजोरम से. लिटरली मैंने सोचा था कि I need a coach who's from the Northeast, because I know that the coaches and the kids who play in the Northeast, they're very, very cerebral, they're very good with their coaching. And I was just outside my turf, and this guy had just walked in. He was doing a course in sports management in Malad, and he was like, I'm looking for a job, a part-time coach, just for some additional income. And I'm like, boss, the universe has sent me to you. And fella, today is the assistant coach of Aizawl FC. Beautiful chap. He left Mumbai, went to Aizawl, took a loan from a bank, started his own football academy, built his own turf. So he's done really well for himself, and today he's the assistant manager of Aizawl FC. So 2019 mein things were absolutely rosy. 2020 ke start mein I had struck a deal with Goregaon Sports Club to do their summer camp. We were also in talks with some schools, also wanted to go into Kandivali, Borivali. Everything was there. The dream was to set up a residential academy. ये सब दिमाग में plan था. The dream was also to link up with a few foreign clubs. I had spoken to a couple of foreign clubs, so I wanted a few of their coaches to come down here. A few of our kids to go abroad. ये सब चल रहा था, इतना सारा चल रहा था ना, मुझे अभी याद भी नहीं आ रहा है. When I'm speaking, on the camera, I'm just getting reminded of so many things. कितना कुछ मेहनत किया था. And 2020 में COVID आ गया. जैसे COVID आ गया, everything went for a toss. The income stopped. I had just started to make thoda sa profit, and the income stopped. My coaches who were not from Mumbai, they went back. Like fella went back to Mizoram. I had a coach from Kerala, Sudish. He went back to his native place. I had Ruth also, who was with me in the D license. Ruth had done, D license. Her husband is a former footballer, so she was with me. She was coaching a lot of girls. We had a lot of under 8 kids, man, and that was the best part. Under 8 के जो बच्चों में जो एक spark दिखता था towards football, and Ruth was such a good coach. She would get all these kids and girls, up and running. Everything just came crashing down, man. One pandemic changed everyone's lives, and I fought really hard. I really fought hard to, make it work. I remember there was a time when there was literally nobody on my team. Only Leh was still there, because who would stay? I mean, I can't pay them any salaries. there was no certainty कि football शुरू होगा. ये कोविड पैंडेमिक के कारण सोशल इंटरैक्शंस एवरीथिंग वाज 2 years. आई लॉस्ट 2 years because of that. 21 में when there was a break and we had restarted, tab it just did not feel right. Whatever I had done was gone. I had to start from zero again, and I just didn't have the energy to do it all over again. And I think that is the lowest I've ever felt when I was running the academy. I'm just sorry. I'm just going to take a break. I'm sorry. I've just got a bit emotional there. Children's Day का एक incident था. Children's Day में because Manas bhai is such a sweetheart, he got Sony to come down and cover Children's Day. So we had Terry Phelan and Mark, who were playing football and coaching the kids. November 14th, 2019, I'm sorry. What an awesome day. And those kids had a fantastic, experience. TV पे आए यार. Mumbai City के matches में a few kids went out with the Mumbai City players. I got all the parents to come and watch the games. I gave it all, man. And that COVID pandemic just took everything from me. एक चीज मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ. जब भी कोई फुटबॉल टीम ओनर आपको स्पॉन्सरशिप के लिए आता है तो भाई पैसे दे दो उसको यार, क्योंकि सीनियर लेवल पे मुंबई के फुटबॉल में, मुझे पता नहीं बाकी, आई कैन ओनली स्पीक फॉर मुंबई फुटबॉल बिकॉज आई ओनली डन मुंबई फुटबॉल. सीनियर फुटबॉल में कुछ पैसे नहीं है तो आप फुटबॉल टीम क्यों डालते हो, राइट? आपको कोई ROI है ही नहीं तो आप सीनियर टीम चला के आपको क्या मिलता है? कुछ नहीं मिलता यार. जो लोग करते हैं वो सिर्फ पैशन फॉर द स्पोर्ट के लिए करते हैं, पैशन फॉर फुटबॉल, पैशन फॉर द ब्यूटीफुल गेम. एंड टू बी फेयर, मुंबई फुटबॉल एसोसिएशन हैज evolved in a lot of ways. For example, I've heard कि पहले तो ambulances भी नहीं होते थे यार, अब जाके दे रहा है emergency ambulances. So they've come a very long way, but overall we are still way behind. And when it comes to academies like the one that I had, where we had a structure, we had a proper pathway, we had processes in place, we had a whole bunch of people on a payroll. जब कोई एक सिंगल कोच आके प्राइस पॉइंट में थोड़ा फर्क लेके आता है, राइट? मैं आपको शेयर कर सकता हूँ. माई प्राइस पॉइंट वॉज 3,000 रुपीज अ मंथ फॉर वन चाइल्ड. उसमें उसको 8 सेशंस मिलते थे प्लस गेम्स मिलते थे उसको. हम लोग काफी टूर्नामेंट्स में अक्रॉस वीकेंड्स वी यूज्ड टू पार्टिसिपेट इन टूर्नामेंट्स. एंड वो टूर्नामेंट्स में मोस्टली मैं ही गाड़ी चला के लेके जाता था. बड़ी गाड़ी है मेरी फैमिली में, SUV. 7-8 बच्चों को हम लोग यहाँ से गोरेगांव से वी यूज्ड टू pick them up and take them to wherever in Mumbai, be it in Parel, be it in Sion, anywhere we used to go here. And I used to bring them back as well on Sundays. So जब कोई एक सिंगल बंदा आके वो 3,000 पर मंथ को 1,000 पर मंथ करता है, या कोई टर्फ वाला है, जो टर्फ ओनर्स है, उन लोग ने भी अभी खुद की अकेडमी शुरू की है. एंड बिकॉज दे ओन द टर्फ, द मेजर एक्सपेंस दैट्स देयर इज द टर्फ रेंटल. आई यूज्ड टू पे करीबन $1,700-1,800 per hour to rent a turf in the evening. Without lights, it is a bit cheaper. But turf owners के लिए वो cost है नहीं. They don't factor in that cost, and their price point for coaching is much lower. So I know for a fact that today a lot of academies, who were like me, who were much ahead of me, are struggling because they went about the right way of things by getting coaches, by paying them a handsome amount, but they're not able to sustain themselves. So अगर ऐसे कोई एकेडमी ओनर्स अगर आपके पहचान में है तो उनको जरा हेल्प करो if you can financially, or at least be there for them emotionally. That's the least you can do because it's so tough. Every day, like Monday to Sunday, I have to work 12 to 14 hours minimum. हमेशा stress रहता था कि how am I going to pay my staff? How am I going to increase admissions? So many things were in my head. A child can get injured anytime. Mishaps can happen. कुछ भी हो सकता है. 2020 में जब COVID आया था, it really shook a lot of things for me. I lost a lot of belief on institutions, lost a lot of belief in the universe, and I was constantly wondering why did this happen to me? I took such a big risk by kind of waving the corporate life hustle goodbye and following my passion road that most people don't follow, and it just all came crashing down. तो मैं काफी ponder करता था पहले, as to self reflect a lot, but आज जब मैं सोचता हूँ, I think that made me a better man. It made me a better professional. It made me a better entrepreneur because I got into a lot of things. I got into the operation side of things. I got into technical side of things. I got into the financials. So guys, I can do your P&Ls. I can handle digital marketing. I can get your sales wala to tha hi mein, but a different kind of experience for me because this is more B2C, directly to the customer, right? And the best part is, right, a few bad apples were there. But the parents, when they saw their kids enjoying the game, I think that made me really happy. Because आज के समय में ना football has become more of a wellness issue. हमारे समय में we used to always be out and play. Our mothers used to come and drag our shoulder, collars and आओ घर पे वापस. क्या खेल रहे हो पूरे दिन तुम ग्राउंड में सड़ रहे हो, काले हो जाओगे, आगे पढ़ाई नहीं कर पाओगे, खेलने से क्या मिलेगा, स्टफ लाइक दैट. आज के समय में बच्चे घर पे ही रहते हैं, उनके ऊपर इतना स्ट्रेस है पढ़ाई का, इतने ट्यूशंस है, सो द पेरेंट्स वांट द किड्स टू गो आउट एंड प्ले. हम लोग वी टेक दीस थिंग्स फॉर ग्रांटेड यार. हम लोग कैसे जाके बिल्डिंग के नीचे बुलाते हैं नीचे आ खेलने के लिए, अब कोई नहीं करता है. तो ये जो एक्टिविटी है ना, उन लोग के लिए एक वेलनेस इशू है. दिस इज अ वेलनेस एक्टिविटी फॉर देम. दे आर कमिंग एंड दे आर इंटरैक्टिंग, मिंगलिंग विद अदर किड्स ऑफ देयर एज. दे आर शार्पनिंग देयर सोशल skill sets. They're learning soft skills, like teamwork, like gratitude, like, working smart. ये सारे जो soft skills है ना, वो लोग फुटबॉल पिच में सीख रहे हैं. एंड स्पोर्ट एक ऐसा चीज है जो आपके लाइफ में हमेशा काम आएगा. यू लर्न सो मेनी थिंग्स फ्रॉम स्पोर्ट. जो एंड्योरेंस है, जो डिटर्मिनेशन है, जो ग्रिट है, पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट दैट यू ऑलवेज कीप, दैट यू नेवर गोना लूज, ये सब आपको स्पोर्ट पे मिलता है. सो आई यूज्ड टू थिंक कि ये जो ग्रासरूट्स फुटबॉल एकेडमी है, इट्स मोर ऑफ अ वेलनेस एक्टिविटी. एंड I could be wrong, but these were just my thoughts and my learnings that I'm sharing with you that I've had over the last so many years. So with that, unfortunately, Forza India Academy का जो chapter है वो खत्म हुआ है, but मेरा chapter in football is still up and running. आगे देखेंगे क्या होता है. पता नहीं कि मैं फुटबॉल एकेडमी में या फुटबॉल क्लब के कोई रोल में कब आऊंगा वापस. सपने तो बहुत है मेरे, बट सपने अगर साकार होंगे कि नहीं वो हम देखेंगे. बट आई एम वेरी पॉजिटिव नाउ. आई मीन जो मैंने देखा है 2020 में, आई वुडंट विश इट ऑन माय फियर्सेस्ट एनिमी. इट वाज अ वेरी टफ, द लोएस्ट, वन ऑफ द लोएस्ट पॉइंट्स ऑफ माय लाइफ. बट hey, what kills you, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So with that, I would like to end this video. If you like this, please leave a comment below, like the video, share it with your friends, especially the ones who are already in football coaching, football academy, or football in any capacity, or with someone who's looking to start a football academy. I just wanted to share my journey with everyone out there. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I will reply to each and every comment. I'm Ajay Menon, and as we used to say in the academy, on the count of 3, 2, 1, Forza India!